Thank you. Good morning. Can we have the presentation, please? So typically I follow instructions of Gilly. Today I won't, because instead of pitching our fund to you, which is a food tech fund based in Berlin, my aim is to convince you that actually food is the thing you should have a look in general, not only in regard of us as a venture capital fund, but food in essence is one of the most exciting things in life, as you can see on the chart. We enjoy that with family, we enjoy that with friends, we enjoy it with alumni. It's one of the best things you can imagine. It is one of the biggest industries. It's 8 trillion in size, so it's one of the most interesting economic sectors. But it's also true that we cannot go on like this. We are suffering from the way how we are producing food, and that needs to change. So what's happening is this system of 8 trillion in annual revenue is on its way to change. And it's changing because of 5 factors, which I will explain to you. Number 1 is you. The consumer has changed preferences, which was not the case for many, many years. So until the early 2010s, people would not change consumer habits. This has changed because of consciousness about sustainability, about health, and good news, people are willing to pay a premium for good and more sustainable product. Number 2, one of the biggest drivers for climate change is the food sector. So 1/3 of greenhouse gas emissions comes from the way how we produce food. We have a very inefficient way how we produce protein, which is going to create the next problem to come. We are losing 1/3 of annual food production. That in itself is about 1 trillion in value. So we save a bit, it's a huge economic benefit and a huge sustainability benefit. And we eat ourselves sick. Some of the food we eat is actually causing disease. NCDs, non-communicable diseases, are the main reason why people are treated in hospitals. Annual cost for diabetes treatment in the European Union, 196 billion euros on an annual basis. So we need to change that. At the same time, we still have 800 million people that have no food. I mean, look at that. We're losing 1/3 of annual production, and 800 million people have no food. Plus 2 billion people have no access to good food. And then we are running into a trap. We are running into a gap of proteins. By 2050, we will not be able to satisfy the demand for protein, particularly because of population growth and also income growth. So that means somehow it feels like we are stuck. And if you are depressed with this, well, good news is you should not. Because there is not just only hope around, there are many good innovations that have changed the way how we look into the industry. Starting with plant-based protein, which has been on the rise since 2015, and I will not listen to this one. You have much more, particularly here in Israel, precision fermentation, but even basic fermentation. You have all kinds of solutions that are transfers from universities and science into business. There's money that has been invested here in Israel, in the United States, and in Europe, and in Germany. We are one of them. And as such, I think there is one of the biggest changes in the history of the food system. Good news as well is we have programs from the European Union, from the United States, and Singapore being one of the pioneers for that change. And just to remind you, it's an 8 trillion opportunity. Look at all the factors that will lead that change, and you can make the change because the way you consume will change the food system. The way how you innovate will change the food system. The way how you invest will change the food system. Bon appétit. Merci bien.